The Dennis GAYLE, a historic fishing boat, now sits at the bottom of Humboldt Bay, marked by a floating buoy in the water near Field's Landing. Before it sank, staff from California Fish and Wildlife's Office of Spill Prevention and Response, known as OSPR, inspected the vessel for hazardous materials and took action to prevent habitat and wildlife contamination. In the Northern California coastal town of Eureka, OSPR's environmental scientist Jeff Dayton describes how the sinking of the Dennis GAYLE could have created a large pollution response, much like its sister ship, the Alan Cody, that sank in 2008.
In 2008, a vessel sank that caused a significant pollution response. We recognized the sister vessel that was also tied up here to the dock was in a very poor state of condition. We want to investigate its potential pollution threat or the imminent threat if it sank.
In January 2008, Field Response Team member Jim Hughes, an oil spill prevention specialist with OSPR, boarded the Dennis GAYLE to assess the pollution risk. He describes the hazardous substances he found.
So when we went on board the Dennis GAYLE, it was identifying where the tanks were, how to access them, and finding any other potential sources of pollution. Maybe you want to remove the batteries, cans of paint, any sort of loose items that are out, and then go about measuring the oil.
Northern Field Response teams also include a wildlife officer who enforces environmental laws. OSPR Warden Joshua Zolliger talks about the proactive measures they took to avert an unnecessary oil spill with the Dennis GAYLE.
A group of people here in Humboldt County that are active on the bay and take interest in these vessels, and they know that the likelihood of them sinking is very high. And in this situation, we contacted the owner of the vessel, the owner of the dock, and we worked with both to remove any pollution. So that's why this case is different, is we did a little prevention work and it paid off.
The Dennis GAYLE and other abandoned boats in poor condition are called derelict vessels. They pose a significant pollution threat to our waterways because when they sink, fuel and other hazardous substances are released along with them, causing harm to environmentally sensitive areas such as estuaries and marshland that are habitat for wildlife. This work hits home with state officials who spend every day protecting and preserving California's natural resources.
I love fishing out of this harbor. I've been fishing out of this harbor for almost 20 years now. I hunt brant right over there on the south spit of Humboldt Bay. This place is awesome.
To report water pollution, go to the CalTIP website or their toll-free number to help keep California beautiful.